Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Money Control News headline. So, first of all, on page number 2, in that news section under that, 9 out of 10 equity FNO traders lost money. 84% of them are men, 75% under 40. SEBI study. Next, Future Retail Kishore Biani resigns and as executive chairman and director. Next, Padma Award 2023 Sudha Murthy K. M. Birla, the late Mulayam Singh Yadav among others honored. Next, after two co-founders quit, ShareChat tells staff in town hall that no plans to hire CTO, COO. Next, 18% GST on air freight leaves bad taste in the mouths of Indian betel leaf exporters. Next, live news headlines in that Future Retail says Kishore Biani has resigned as executive chairman and director. Next, government approves proposal to sell 30 lakh tons of wheat in open market to control prices. Next, Women's Premier League franchises beats bets get BCCI over 4,669 crore rupees. Whereas next, ONGC Arun Kumar Singh is now CEO as well. Next, OnePlus 11R launch in India confirmed for February 7 alongside OnePlus 11 5G Buds Pro 2. Next, Coca-Cola phone reportedly launching in India soon. Design dual cameras revealed. Next, budget 2023 expectations highlights. Here is what the market thinks about nominal GDP growth. Next, PhonePe's investors caught up rupees 8,000 crore in taxes to shift domicile from Singapore to India. Next, Porinju Valley Fells IPOs of Mamaearth Oyo are risky proportions. Next, Bhar OS explained how it works, how indigenous it is, and more. Next, Beyond Nifty 500, a fund manager's favorite hunting ground for multi-bagger stocks. On page number 3 in personal finance section under that, more than 250 million Indians could have health insurance policies by 2028. Next, Beyond Nifty 500, a fund manager's favorite hunting ground for multi-bagger stocks. Next, Budget 2023, why there is a need for rationalization of certain personal tax assumption and deduction. Next, after 33% rate in 3 months, this gold mining mutual fund changes course. Here's why. Next, tapping an app for a loan, be aware of these fraud taps. Next, did your balanced advantage fund protect you from volatility last year? Next, how ChatGPT can disrupt your investment portfolio. Next, corporate crossings. Manish Ganwani to replace Anup Bhaskar as head of equity at IDFC Mutual Fund. Next, is your mutual fund house making money? The real story behind AMC and links. Next, on page number 4 in that startup section under that, after two co-founders quit, ShareChat tells staff in town hall that no plans to hire CTO, COO. Next, UIDAI is working with cybersecurity startups to build quantum computing products. Next, Google and Twitter backed ShareChat's sees shakeup has two founders step down. Next, companies will soon have DigiLocker accounts to share documents with regulators. Next, PhonePe's investors coughed up rupees 8,000 crore in taxes to shift domicile from Singapore to India. CEO. Next, Studio Sirah backs $2.6 million funding led by Kalari Capital Lumikai. Next, Rijij rises rupees 100 crore in funding from Elevation Capital, MS Dhoni and others. Next, Jet Synthesis buys majority stake in Fenori ropes in X Twitter. India head Manish Maheshwari. Next, startups to get India stake certification to act as integrators for other countries. Next, Bharat Pay appoints three top executive in compliance and governance roles. Next, 14 Indian startups have sacked over 2,100 employees in the first 3 weeks of 2023. Next, Zomato brings back gold in fourth iteration of royalty program. Next, few takers teacher exits force an academy to defer offline NEET PG institute launch. Next, Zomato disables its 10-minute delivery services after it struggled to grow. On page number 5, in opinion section under that, budget 2023, how to improve fiscal inclusion and the digital ecosystem. Next, Colgate's results show no sign of growth recovering. Next, wheat prices must fall for procurement to success. Next, keep the focus on capital expenditure growth in 2023-24 too. Next, economic collapse nears, but Pakistani elites cannot see beyond bailouts. Next, subsidies eat up around a fifth of central government revenues. Next, Indian economy needs a timeout for meditation. Next, Mohammed Iranian, why passive investing makes less sense in the current environment. Next, today's young India will grow old. We must prepare for hug fiscal challenges. Next, Gland Pharma's streak of a week results should worry pharma investors. Next, budget 2023. The key to increasing the capex multiplier lies within outliers. Next, why the budget should become a non-event. Next, all about electoral compulsions, balancing growth impulses with fiscal prudence. Next, income from agriculture must be taxed. Next, asset monetization need greater government push to release potential. Next, central bankers should prioritize growth over their pride. Next, activist investors move on. Salesforce is big tech safe. Next, Jitender Bhargava writes, Air India's internal committee report in Pigate incident has multiple flaws. Next, AI is improving faster than most humans realize. Next, the 2 trillion reasons why Fed tightens it's not so scary. Next, UK's carbon border tax proposals poses risk for global steel industry. Next, why Eurozone avoiding a recession is no reason to celebrate. Next, China's record $2.6 in trillion rise in fuel savings fuel revenge spending hopes. Next, focus will remain on sustainable allocation to power growth. On page number 6 in business section in the that the result is coming, you can get the PDF and you can read to whom's result is coming today. Then same section enter that business section, and that also time to think big and act bold on tax. Next, Atos on the road to recovery. Next, Hero MotoCorp comments delivery of electric scooter VIDA in Delhi aims rapid expansion. Next, Sun Pharma launches phenobarbital sodium injection in US. Next, Adani Group responds to Hindenburg report, calls it malicious. Next, IHC ADIA among bidders for Adani's $2.5 billion share sales. Next, Easy Trip Planners Limited to acquire 55% stake in Go Innovations. Next, rising inflation biggest cause for concern for most Indians find survey. Next, economic collapse nears, but Pakistan's elite cannot see beyond bailouts. Next, Indian economy needs a timeout for meditation. Next, stock market investor expect balanced budget, focus on job creation, infrastructure development. Next, center may fix FY24 fiscal deficit target at 5.9% of GDP, borrow rupees 15.5 lakh crore. Next, Mohammed Iran, why passive investing less makes less sense in the current environment. Next, MC Insider, big band deal, regulator wax mutual fund house, cost of creativity for startups and more. Next, without salary for over a year, HEC employees seek redressal may move court. Next, Goa to auction 5 more iron ore mining blocks. Next, Hindenburg says hold short positions in India's Adani flags risky. Next, Maruti Suzuki India bounce back makes it a long term bet. नेक्स्ट उसके बाद आते पेज नंबर 8 इकोनॉमी सेक्शन में UN cuts India's 2023 growth forecast by 20 basis point to 5.8% on rate hike. Global slowdown fears. Next, ahead of budget 2023, Union tells India to stay the course but to be cautiously optimistic. Next, time to think big and act bold on tax. Next, meet the backroom man behind the budget 2023-24. Next, rising inflation biggest cause for concern for most Indians find survey. Next, economic collapse nears but Pakistan's elite cannot see beyond bailouts. Next, Indian economy needs a timeout for meditation. Stock market investors expect balanced budget, focus on job creation, infrastructure. Next, center may fix FY24 fiscal deficit target at 5.9% of GDP, borrows 15.5 lakh crore. Next, Goa to auction 5 more iron ore mining blocks. Next, government sets the stage for lowering food subsidy bill next financial fiscal. Next, UK's carbon border tax proposal poses risk for global steel and industry. Next, work on to have coal to methanol plants in India. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. Next, what FICCI want government to scrap. Next, Punit's view from fiscal deficit to capex. Economists predict FY24 budget details. Next, China's record $2.6 trillion rise in saving fuels revenue spend hopes. Next, we asked India INC top CEOs the one reform they wanted. Next, Indian gold prices hit record high. Next, India UK trade deal focus on what is acceptable to both countries. Piyush Goyal. Next, India's exports to cross $300 billion target of the fiscal. Piyush Goyal. Next, growth to slow in 2023-24, but India to remain among the healthiest in G20. Moody's MC interview. Next, B20 meet. Gujarat aim to become world center for hydrogen green in next 12 years with 8 MTPA product. Next, inflation is cooling, leaving America asking. Then I comes to page number 9 in political section under that. Wheat prices must fall for procurement to succeed. Next, economic collapse nears, but Pakistan's elites cannot see beyond bailouts. Next, second leg of Bharat Jodo Yatra in Jammu and Kashmir, Ramban, Bani Hal cancelled due to inclement weather. Next, despite Chinese aggression, India stayed with Beijing rose by 50%. Arvind Kejriwal. Next, National Voters Day. PM Modi calls for strengthening active participation in elections. Next, Congress sharply focuses on women voters in poll. Bond Karnataka. Next, Indian economy need a timeout for meditation. Next, Telangana Minister KT Ramarao trains guns on BJP over price rise, communal issues. Next, Gujarat court acquides 22 accused in post Godhra riots case in which 17 people were killed. Next, asset monetization needs greater government push to release potential. Next, Jitendra Bhargava writes Air India's internal committee report in P-Gate incident has multiple flaws. Next, here's what Rahul Gandhi said on Digvijay Singh's remark on surgical strikes. Next, Rahul Gandhi is fighting hatred by spreading message of harmony. Next, LG passing Delhi government in issuing prosecution sanction. Next, UP's progress in few years has drawn everyone's attention. Next, Institute of Mechanism to deal with sexual harassment cases in sports. Next, Municipal House to elect Delhi's deputy mayor. Next, BJP will form 3-4 majority government in 2023 Rajasthan polls. JP Nadda. उसके बाद अपन next we comes to page number 10 in international section under that. Natural gas shortage hit China as temperatures plunge. Next, grayscale would appeal lawsuit against SEC if court rejects case. CEO Mitchell Sonensel says. Next, Japan PM Fumio Kishida to pick new BOJ chief while monitoring economy. Next, Jacinda Ardern, replaced by Chris Hipkins as New Zealand PM. Next, senior Pakistani opposition leader Fada Chaudhry arrested. Next, ad spending on Twitter falls by over 70% in December. Next, Jeremy Grantham warns of a 17% plunge in the S&P 500 this year. Next, Elon Musk definitely defends himself in Tesla tweet trial. Next, Uber Freight laying off 150, about 3% of workforce. Next, uptake low for COVID-19 vaccine booster in immunocompromised adults. Next, Microsoft attracting users to its code writing generative AI software. Next, 13 crew rescued after ship shines off Japan. Search on for 9 missing. Next, US President Joe Biden understands firsthand impact layoffs can have on family. Next, Volodymyr Zelensky fires slay of top officials. City need to clean up Ukraine. Next, Tesla invests $3.6 billion to expand Nevada complex with 2 factories. Next, classified documents found at former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence's home. Next, Rupert Murdoch scraps proposal to combine Fox News Corp eyes sale of move. Next, Microsoft erases gains amid worries over slowdown in cloud businesses. Next, Amazon depends healthcare push with $5 monthly subscription. Next, Jeff Bezos likely to sell Washington Post to by Washington Commanders. Next, Sri Lanka hopeful to of completing debt restructuring in 6 months, says central bank chief. Next, power returns to cities in Pakistan day after massive outage. On page number 11, for in that today's top gainer is Maruti Suzuki, Hindalco, HUL, Bajaj Auto from the Nifty 50. Then top losers from Nifty 50 today is Adani Port, Industrial Bank, SBI, HDFC Bank. Then I comes to the page number 13. In that key index section under that, Nifty 50 today closed at 17,891 rupees, whereas Bank Nifty closed 41,647 rupees. Then I talk about the total swing down point in that Nifty today 226 point down, whereas Bank Nifty 1085 points down. Then I talk about the sector indices in that all sectors closed at red, no sector closed in green. Then I talk about the FI and DIA data in that today FII sold 2,393 crore rupees, whereas DII buys 1,378 crore. Then I talk about the economic data in that tomorrow Republic Day, so sutti for money share market. I forget. Next for tomorrow I am only covering USA and India data only. So USA tomorrow so many data is coming. Building permits monthly, month on month. Chicago Fed National Activity Index, continuing jobless claims, etc. You can read from the PDF. So that much for today. Thanks for watching.